afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Live at 4. Brady Mallory with us once again while Mark continues his vacation. How are you?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Good. Good to have you on board.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on Mark's photos so I can kind of warm up, but it's not too bad out there today.
He must be at sea. He's on a cruise because he hasn't posted in a couple of days.
He's busy. He has no time for us.
No, it's right about Martini hour, right about now. Mark will be back on Monday, by the way. Here's what's happening at midweek. Will the second time be the charm? The Board of Regents is voting again on a deal with the legislature to fund the UW. We'll have a live report.
Families of hostages held by Hamas met with President Biden. I'm Natalie Brand at the White House. What they said about the effort to bring their loved ones home.
And later on, this would make Clark Griswold very jealous. We'll have a visit to a Janesville home that is all lit up for the holidays.
I cannot wait to see that. Let's take a look outside today. This was a hawk. This was a hawk on our weather patio, right over Alex and Jacob's shoulder.
Okay. he wanted to meet Alex. That's why he was hanging out there today.
That's exactly right. Alex is on the patio watching the forecast, and boy, this mild weather rolls on.
Yes, it continues. Very El Nino-like pattern. It's gorgeous out here. I don't even really need this jacket. Although I am sporting the gold to go along with the above normal temperatures, and our feathered friends out here as well. We have mourning doves, goldfinches, chickadees. There was a downy woodpecker. They're enjoying and basking in these temperatures. Let's look at some of those temperatures out there right now. 39 degrees in Madison, 42 in Middleton, 40 to the south and east in Edgerton. A little bit cooler to the north and east, 34, 35 out towards Jefferson, but a little bit warmer to the west, 45 in Boscobel. And again, normal temperatures for this time of year, 33. That's our normal high temperature for this time of year. So when you see this map, the 24-hour temperature change, I will show it when it needs to be shown, and it needs to be shown today. A lot of gold out there, 5, 10, 15 degrees warmer than where we were just 24 hours ago. So the warm weather, the unseasonably warm weather continues. Low temperatures tonight, only around 30 degrees. Our normal lows are around 20. And then we're going to do 49 for a high temperature on your Thursday. Look at the line here, the normal line. Anytime you have the bars above the normal line, and they all are going out into our 10-day high temperature trend here in the forecast, this means a prolonged stretch of very, very warm temperatures. But great for taking photos. Richland County, a pretty sunset photo. Another stunning photo here with some high, thin cirrus clouds, maybe a contrail in there, sent to us from Sauk County. Coming up in Maine weather, we're going to talk more about where's this warm weather originating from? How long can we expect it to stick around? And then get your phone out, your tablet out, your laptop out. I'm going to take you through some steps on how to submit those pretty weather photos. All coming up.
All right, we will see you in just a little bit, Alex. Thank you. First at 4, the UW Board of Regents is meeting in an hour to vote again on the deal with state legislators to greenlight funding for the school system in exchange for a freeze on diversity, equity, and inclusion positions.
Will Keneally is at Van Hise Hall, where the board will convene. Will?
That's right. So we're expecting a vote here in just about an hour. Yeah, and so why we're here again today is we're expecting the Board of Regents to vote on some of this funding. Now, it's going to be a significant amount of funding, about $32 million for the entire system, but some significant building investments. For example, a new engineering building here on the UW-Madison campus, as well as pay raises for UW employees. So the Board of Regents actually voted that proposal down over the weekend because the trade-off for the Regents, they would have to freeze positions in diversity, equity, and inclusion for the next 3 years and reassign a third of current DEI employees to other work. So it's a very, very narrow vote, 9-8. Actually, over the weekend, we believe one of the regents has flipped. So we're expecting this to pass, but we've also heard from Jill Underly. She's the superintendent of public instructions, head of all state public schools here in Wisconsin. She's on the Board of Regents just by virtue of her office. She's out of the country right now, unable to participate. She has asked the Board of Regents to delay the vote until she can come back and participate. So a lot at stake and a lot still kind of up in the air here as we're expecting this Board of Regents meeting to kick off at 5. We will bring you the very latest here on News 3 Now. But reporting from the UW-Madison campus, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Will, thank you. At the state capitol today, lawmakers proposed bills that would enshrine marriage equality in our Wisconsin Constitution. The LGBTQ+ caucus introduced the plans this morning. Their first proposal would remove language in the Constitution that defines marriage as only between a man and a woman. The second would make technical updates to the law to ensure that same-sex and different-sex couples are treated equally.
This issue is personal to me. When I first met my now husband, Philip, in 2017, marriage equality was already the law of the land. We were married in September of 2019, but the laws on the books here in Wisconsin still don't recognize our marriage, which is only recognized because of the U.S. Supreme Court opinion in Obergefell and now the Federal Respect for Marriage Act. That's why I'm proud to be the lead Senate author of this proposal.
The proposal would also make adoption laws in Wisconsin inclusive to same-sex parents. That would ultimately reduce legal fees for LGBTQ+ couples.
One of the dozens of bills Governor Tony Evers signed into law earlier this month was the Baby Box bill. The new law allows parents to anonymously surrender their newborn child at a fire station, hospital, or police station. Jalen Banks caught up with a fire station that plans on installing a baby box of its own.
If a person decides to surrender their child at a location like the Edgerton Fire District, the plan is to have the baby box drop-off location around the corner to help them keep anonymity. The Edgerton Fire District hopes to renovate and install a baby box in a room that currently is an EMT storage closet. And the motivation behind getting one installed comes from wanting to lend a helping hand to those in need.
Biggest thing is going to be awareness as we get them installed. People who are in that situation where they may have a child that they want to surrender, they need to know that these boxes are out there.
The next step, the Edgerton Fire District will be working with consultants to finalize the location of where the box will be. Reporting in Edgerton, Jalen Banks, News 3 Now.
President Biden's son, Hunter Biden, who is facing tax evasion and gun charges, made rare comments today on Capitol Hill. It comes as the Republican-led House of Representatives gets ready to take the next step toward the possible impeachment of President Biden. Hunter Biden insisted he will only testify in a public hearing, not behind closed doors, as the committee requested. Republicans in the House plan to vote to formalize the impeachment inquiry of President Biden as early as today.
I'm here today to make sure that the House committee's illegitimate investigations of my family do not proceed on distortions, manipulated evidence, and lies.
We expect to depose the president's son, and then we will be more than happy to have a public hearing with him.
Hunter Biden, who's recovering from addiction, admitted he made mistakes in his life, but forcefully denied any wrongdoing by his father, President Biden. House GOP committee leaders announced they will initiate contempt of Congress proceedings against Hunter for not complying with their subpoena.
Several family members of Americans taken hostage by Hamas met with President Biden and Secretary of State Antony Blinken today.
The families want an update on what's being done to secure their loved ones' release. Natalie Brand has a story from the White House.
Family members of Americans taken hostage by Hamas who visited the White House Wednesday for a meeting with President Biden say they're praying for a holiday miracle.
We would love all of our loved ones to come back and be with us for Christmas.
Liz Naftali is the aunt of Abigail Adon, the 4-year-old Israeli-American released last month.
Abigail is a miracle. She is a light in this very dark time.
The other families still waiting for answers say they're confident the administration is doing what it can, but decline to disclose details of the private meeting.
The U.S. administration is completely committed to getting the hostages out, the 8 Americans who remain there and the other nearly 130.
While the U.S. supports Israel's right to retaliate against Hamas for the October massacre, President Biden at a private fundraiser warned that Israel is losing international support because of what he called indiscriminate bombing.
But Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told troops today that no amount of international pressure will stop them until there is victory over Hamas.
We came to Jerusalem to remind our government that there is no time left.
In Jerusalem, family members of the Israeli hostages formed a chain in front of Parliament, demanding action to bring their loved ones home. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
At the White House, family members of the hostages also praised lawmakers in Congress, saying they've received great support from lawmakers on both sides of the aisle. Well, some sad news today from the DNR. It has confirmed the elk, known as Bull 357, that was seen on video in McFarland, has been killed. The DNR says it was hit by a car in Illinois last night. They don't have any further details.
Madison has a brand new space to do some grocery shopping thanks to a project 5 years in the making. Whole Foods opened its new location today. The store has been on University Avenue since 1996. It moved down several blocks closer to Hilldale Shopping Center. The store will feature about 700 local items from the Midwest. Shoppers can expect some new additions as well, like a coffee bar, an expanded prepared food section, and a much larger produce section.
So when they walk through the front door, there's just going to be a lot of colors, a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. There'll be a lot of sampling going on. The store here is much brighter. There's more parking too, and you'll just be able to feel the energy and excitement.
There will be an extra 150 parking spaces at the new location, including underground and covered parking. And the first 300 customers who were in line at this morning's grand opening received a tote bag. The Badger men's basketball team takes on Jacksonville State tomorrow night at the Kohl Center.
Well, there's a few new faces on this year's team. During this week's taping of the Wisconsin Huddle, sports director Zach Hanley and sophomore guard Connor Asijan discussed how the new guys are contributing and what's the big difference so far between this year's team and last year's.
I mean, the culture and the connectivity that we all kind of have is huge. To be able to have that year under our belts, to know everybody, know how each other plays, for us to understand Coach Guard, for everybody to kind of get that click going a little bit, and then, bringing in the freshmen and AJ. I mean, the way that they were able to, kind of get into our group, and, that's kind of what the culture and having the year did. It allowed us to be more open to guys coming in, and so to have that under our belt and the experience really just kind of helps us, be a more complete team, honestly.
You can hear more from Asijan on the Wisconsin Huddle Friday night at 6:30 p.m. And if you'd like to be a part of the Wisconsin Huddle, you can stop by the Mount Horeb Buck and Honey's location Monday nights at 6:30.
Good luck, Badgers.
Well, local scientists don't want to just wing it. They need your help to better understand the birds in our area.
When we come back, a birding expert with the Badgerland Bird Alliance will show us how you can help in the Madison area Christmas bird count. That's when Live at 4 continues.
NASCAR Cup Series champion Ryan Blaney here. If you come in now, you get 12% off everything for the 12 days of Christmas at Menards.
That's right, we couldn't resist. In honor of number 12's big championship win, we're giving you 12% off everything for the 12 days of Christmas. Thank you, friends, for a great year. And please accept this as our Christmas gift to you. Congratulations, Ryan.
Merry Christmas and enjoy your 12% off everything.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something on the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This holiday season is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
The year-end Red Tag sales event is on at all Bergstrom Chevrolet locations. Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin. Lease a 24 Silverado Crew Cab starting at $349 a month, or a 24 Equinox starting at only $169 a month. Get up to $10,000 savings on a 23 Silverado Crew Cab. Don't miss out on the biggest savings of the year from Wisconsin's largest Chevy dealer. Hurry in today or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Amazon, Target, and Walmart have announced they'll no longer sell water beads.
They're a popular children's toy that has been the cause of thousands of emergency room visits and even one death. In September, more than 50,000 Chuckle and Roar Ultimate Water Beads activity kits were recalled after a 10-month-old child died from swallowing one of the beads. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the tiny absorbent expanding toys can cause life-threatening intestinal blockages and other injuries if ingested. Alyssa Byer's son James inhaled a water bead last summer when he was just 18 months old, and it obstructed his left lung.
We brought these products into our home thinking that they were safe, thinking that they were educational, thinking that they were a great sensory toy. Who would have thought they would get aspirated into a lung, you know, and grow?
The Consumer Product Safety Commission says over 7,000 visits to emergency rooms from 2016 to last year were related to water bead incidents.
With consumer prices cooling, the Federal Reserve is leaving interest rates alone. The Fed wrapped up its two-day meeting on interest rates. Now, since 2022, the board raised interest rates 11 times to ease inflation, but hasn't increased rates since July. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says the Fed wants inflation at just 2%. For that to happen, the economy needs to weaken. But businesses are still hiring and consumers continue to spend.
Despite the fact that everyone really thought we were going to be heading into a recession in 2023, the U.S. economy has defied expectations. And until we see the labor market slow down and the economy slow more dramatically, the Fed is not going to be in any rush to cut interest rates.
Over the past 2 years, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell and the board gradually pushed its key rate to a 22-year high to fight inflation. A new report shows inflation has dropped from 2022's peak of 9.1% to 3.1%. Well, that made Wall Street happy as the Dow gets its first record close in almost 2 years. The Dow Industrials gained 512 points, the Nasdaq was up 200, and the S&P gained 63.
Well, would you like to help scientists better understand birds in our area?
Every year in December, the Madison area turns out some highly dedicated birders to take part in the Madison area Christmas bird count.
It's a real passion in our area. It's an annual event that's held nationwide between mid-December and early January over the same 2-week period. Volunteers count and tally birds to see which species are found here during the winter season. Pat Reddy is a birding expert who's been helping the Badgerland Bird Alliance, formerly Madison Audubon, with the Christmas bird count for many years. Pat, welcome to Live at 4. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So this is something that's open to the public. And there's a lot of birders in the area. A lot of people here are very interested in it. How does the Christmas bird count work?
Well, there's a coordinator, and that's Brenda from Madison Audubon. And she gets all the people, you know, a couple months ahead to commit to doing it. The area, the circle, centers out of Madison, And I think it's broken up into 22 different zones.
Okay.
And some are larger than others. And I carry one in the northwest area, north of Middleton. And so I've been doing that one, that particular one, for about the last 5 or 6 years. I've been doing bird counts since the 1980s, though.
So you just write down what you see?
Yes, yeah. Keep track of what species and how many. Nowadays, I use my cell phone and do it on eBird, and I don't have to write so much.
Yeah.
I can just do it that way. And then at the end of the day, I can compile all that into a trip list and send it to Brenna.
My sister loves that app. She uses it quite frequently. Oh, what do you see around here? Like, and what's fun about it?
Well, in my area, I'll probably get, with the lack of snow this year, I'm guessing around 30 or 40 species. The whole count will probably, they end up with about 90 species, or 94 or 5 or so, right, for everybody in the whole circle. Fortunately, with our lakes, we have a lot of waterfowl, and that helps add a lot of things to it. Some of the rare things, I had a peregrine falcon one time fly right over me. Robins are always found on the list. People wonder about, robins being around this late, but they do show up every Christmas bird count. Last year, I had a field sparrow in my backyard. It wintered the whole time, and I got it on the CBC for Madison. I emailed it in because I knew it was there throughout the day.
So there's always some surprises every year. Why is it important to do this?
Well, the whole thing is started by National Audubon, and it's a way of tracking bird numbers throughout the whole time, 123 years now. And they can find certain species are declining, and they're trying to figure out exactly why the decline would be caused and what might possibly be done to help those species to be a rebound.
And especially with climate change and everything else going on.
Right.
It's affecting migration patterns.
Yeah, we used to have snow all the time during the CBCs, and now it's maybe half the time.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds like it brings a lot of people out, a lot of people who enjoy the camaraderie and the sights and everything.
It does, but you have to do it whether it's 10 below or 40
That's
above.
the key.
So all kinds of inclement weather, but most of the time the weather's pretty decent, and we get out and walk part of it as well as drive around and look at birds. So they want both miles walking and driving. So
do you need to have a lot of experience or consider yourself a bird expert?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say you have to be an expert, but you have to be able to identify the most common winter birds that would be around. So
very good. Well, thank you for telling us all about this. This is great.
Best of luck this weekend. Let's let everybody know the Madison area Christmas bird count is this Saturday, December 16th from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Volunteers are meeting at Spring Pond Trail in the UW Arboretum. And then, Pat, you get assigned your circle from there. Is that how that works?
Well, we're already assigned a circle,
okay.
So we start at daybreak and we go pretty much till the end of the day.
Okay, and then do you gather at the Goodman Center to share the results?
Yes. There's usually a little bit of potluck to eat and a lot of social gathering and talking about what we saw.
If you want to participate and be a volunteer, you can register at audubon.org. Have fun, Pat.
All right, thank you.
Well, Santa isn't the only person nibbling on those Christmas cookies or cakes or cocktails.
It's hard not to eat, drink, and be merry, isn't it, during this time of the year? Coming up, we'll show you how not to overdo it for the sake of your health.
This time of year, we gather, we celebrate, and we remember the things that matter most. For us, that's you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care, because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meriter, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
This is the house that Angels built. Attic Angels Senior Living Community is built on a foundation of authentic, local care, a framework for living well. Windows to take in the beautiful future. And it's crowned by the pride that one's home is one's castle. This is the house that Angels built. Attic Angel Community. Independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living. Built with the help of angels.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Get our best offers and choose from a huge selection of Ford F-150 trucks with the capability, convenience, and technology to help bring us together. Discover how Ford F-150 can make the holidays bright. Now get a built Ford Tough F-150 STX for $399 a month for 36 months with $53.49 cash due at signing. See your local Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
There's no place like home for the holidays, but it isn't quite the same when your house is cold and drafty. We want everyone to have the gift of a warm and comfortable home. So we're bringing back our best offer of the year for the holidays. But you have to call us before December 31st. So give yourself the gift that keeps on giving, because you keep saving. Stop freezing and start saving.
USA Insulation.
Real cases, real results. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
News 3 is seeking top sales talent to join our media sales team. We're not just hiring, we're building careers. Apply at channel3000.com. Unlock your earning potential and be a part of something big.
Oh, take a look at this. A dog who got off his leash almost turned into a popsicle after he jumped off a bridge into a freezing Duluth canal. Well, firefighters had to wear heavy-duty ice rescue suits when they went in to rescue him. The dog was struggling in the canal's 8-foot waves. You can kind of see him there in the circle. One brave rescuer secured the pooch and waited for a lifeboat. Thankfully, the dog is doing well and has reportedly recovered.
Oh, we like a happy ending.
Yes.
Thank goodness. Not Duluth. You don't want to be jumping in the water.
No, not in their waters.
Alex is here now with the weather. Pat was just telling us you're a big birder yourself.
I am, yes.
And he said the Christmas bird count might be harder this year with no snow on the ground.
Yeah, definitely. With your bird feeders out there, all you need is really 2 bird feeders. In my opinion, you need a finch feeder and you need an all-purpose feeder. And then you get your cardinals, your blue jays, your chickadees, your goldfinches, your pine siskins, and the list goes on.
Oh, wow. You're hired, Alex.
Well, and good weather for viewing those birds outside. You can sit outside and watch them with temperatures in the 40s. We'll be tracking how long this warm weather is going to stick around.
Oh, look at that sunset, too. Beautiful shot.
Pretty.
Donate blood at Stoughton Health's upcoming blood drive on December 15th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will be hosted at our Community Health and Wellness Center. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org.
Roast beef. 4 for $10. Yeah, you know. That classic Arby's. Roast beef. Roast beef. 4 for $10. Arby's. We have the meat.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like straight lines that seem wavy, blurry or missing visual spots that make it hard to see faces, like this one, or trouble with low light that makes driving at night a real challenge. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. GA is irreversible. It's important to catch it early. Talk to your eye doctor about GA and learn more at gawon'twait.com.
The new T-Box Event and Dining Room with private bar is there waiting for you at Vitense Golfland. 2 large HD TVs are available for viewing, meetings, and casual gatherings. Private bar is available for any type of event. No meeting can compare with adding activities of Vitense Golfland. Enjoy indoor-outdoor miniature golf suites, and golf and multi-sport simulators. Add chocolate shop ice cream. As our sign says, ice cream solves everything. Infuse life and fun into your meetings and events at Vitense Golfland.
Volunteering offers more than benefits for those served. Volunteers reap health benefits from the time they give. RSVP of Dane County's Driver Services Program needs volunteers to provide rides to medical appointments and deliver meals to older adults in Dane County. Ideal candidates are of legal driving age, love to drive, and meet new people. Schedules are very flexible, and volunteer drivers will use their own vehicles and are reimbursed for mileage. To make a difference this holiday season, please contact RSVP of Dane County today.
Donate blood at Stoughton Health's upcoming blood drive on December 15th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will be hosted at our Community Health and Wellness Center. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
All right, folks, feeling almost like a broken record here in the 3 things that you need to know. We've been saying this for days. Mild, dry for the next 10 days. Little weather system over the weekend that we're tracking. Overnight low temperatures tonight, if you want to call these low temperatures relative for this time of year, upper 20s to right around 30 degrees. Normal lows are right around 20. Just for comparison. Beautiful night tonight. I'm going to step away for a brief second here. I'll come back onto the screen in a moment here. I want you to see this graphic. We have a meteor shower tonight, and it peaks tonight going on into the 14th, right after midnight, folks. This is going to be a gorgeous night to get out there and take a look at those pretty stunning. Hey, I'll come back in. There we go. I'll come back in here. So to get outside tonight after midnight tonight to check out the meteor showers, because we're expecting clear skies, and then the sunny conditions carry on into your Thursday as well, with temperatures approaching 50 degrees. That's why we got all gold on here. I mentioned this before in first weather. Normal line here, 33 degrees as we go out into the future. Normal high temperature, 30. We are way, way, way above this over the course of the next 10 days. We can owe that to El Nino here, folks. So let's break this down here. This is 6 to 10 days. Beyond that is 8 to 14 days, a month out, and then 3 months out. All above normal in the temperature department. In the precipitation department, we see this with an El Nino weather pattern, typically drier than normal. This doesn't mean we can't get cold, and this doesn't mean we can't get a snowstorm, but the likelihood going all the way out over the course of the next 3 months is looking less likely for cold temperatures and less likely for those impactful winter storms. We see that in the 7 to 10 day forecast. 40s by day, upper 20s to near 30 by night. Not a lot of weather systems. If you're looking for a white Christmas, I try to be the optimist, but unfortunately, this is not looking good for a white Christmas around here, folks. But that doesn't matter. You can still send us weather photos. Go to the weather page, scroll on down, take a look at Post Your Own, and then that's a really easy way to get us some of those weather photos on air. We've had about 350 of them just in the past couple of weeks sent this way, folks. So yeah, thanks, Lori. Beautiful sunset there. Isn't that pretty? Those crab apples, you'd think there'd be ice on them this time of year, but no. Some of our birds might actually like those. I think the cedar waxwings like those. Lori, another picture here. That's a little festive, but the snow is going to be few and far between, folks, over the course of the next 10 days. Not really seeing that here in our forecast. Again, folks, thank you so much for sending us those viewer photos and little social media. I asked folks yesterday, do you want a white Christmas, yes or no? And lots of yes, 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 yes. I don't need it.
What were the percentages, yes versus no?
Mostly yes, but one person said this, and this is why I got to bring this up here. They said, can I order some beach sand in white?
Yeah, let's do that. That was me. I said no. I'm just kidding. All right, thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
Well, 'tis the season for joy and holiday celebrations, but it's also the time of year when a lot of Americans put on a little weight.
Stephanie Stahl has some advice on how to enjoy this Christmas while being mindful of your health.
From holiday cookies to cakes and all the other yummy carbs, overdoing it on holiday treats can be the gift that keeps on giving.
The average person gains about a half a pound to 1 pound during the holiday season.
Doctors say many people don't lose that weight, and over time, it can add up.
Puts us at risk for problems such as diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, some types of inflammatory problems such as even some cancers.
Maintaining a healthy weight during the holidays can be hard. Experts say it's okay to enjoy foods you love, but be strategic.
Stay on your focused mealtime plans, which means if you have breakfast, have your breakfast. Stick to your lunch. Try not to overindulge and skip meals.
The doctor says it's best to limit sugary drinks and alcohol, which can add empty calories. And remember to keep up with exercise. Even a 10-minute walk after or before holiday gatherings will be helpful. And try to control your stress levels. We tend to eat more when we're stressed. And then there's the grazing that often happens at holiday parties.
Have a small plate to place the food on rather than doing the eat and peck method. You tend to eat more calories with that. Having a smaller plate may help to kind of limit those calories.
Finally, slow down and savor the holiday food.
You're typically going to be more conscientious of what goes in your mouth. And plus, what goes in your mouth, you must enjoy.
When you go to holiday parties, experts say don't go hungry. It's best to have a little healthy snack before you go so you're less likely to overindulge. Stephanie Stahl, CBS News, Philadelphia.
See, I grew up Lutheran in Minnesota, and grazing is all we did at the holiday parties.
That's right.
Well, don't forget your fruits and veggies. Experts say it's a good idea to choose healthier options from the table when you can. And if you eat a little more, you don't have to feel shame about it.
Everything in moderation.
Yeah, have some fun.
Right. Well, coming up next, Jeannie Mose explains how Grandpa ended up in a crib.
What? And then at 5, Catherine Merck recreates a scene from a movie, you know, Home Alone. I almost said Halloween. That was last year. Just how much would those groceries cost today? That's at the top of the hour.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Stella uses AT&T. Abby has Spectrum One. With AT&T, Stella pays $110 a month for her internet and mobile.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Abby gets internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line.
That's a good deal. I know.
Abby saves big, over $75 a month. That's over $900 in savings.
I'm switching to Spectrum.
Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store to get Spectrum One.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
Hi, I'm Gary Canolti, and I'm inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join me March 23rd through April 1st as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC for more information and to watch a travel show. Or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Menards is celebrating Ryan Blaney's NASCAR Championship with 12% off everything till Christmas. Homeworks creates faucets that will align perfectly with your style. This 2-handle bathroom faucet has an LED light activated by water flow. Just $47.95 after 12% off. Shop our great selection of water softeners. Morton's look-ahead technology learns your water needs, saving you money. This 34,000 grain water softener is $419.99 after rebate.
Merry Christmas and enjoy your 12% off everything.
New at 5, Catherine Merck brings back nostalgia, recreating the Christmas dinner from the classic movie Home Alone for under $20. Find out what we can make.
The calendar may say December, but the temperatures will feel more like that of mid-November, and the mild weather is likely to continue through the Christmas holiday. At 5, I'll take a look at our prospects for any rain and snow leading up to Christmas.
And ahead at 6, after a newborn was found buried in Whitewater a few months ago, a new law was born. We examine the impact of Wisconsin's new baby boxes tonight at 6.
Boy, look at that shot. We're giving the weather satellite a spin today. That's a live picture from King TV in Seattle.
Balmy 50 degrees
50 degrees, and look at the sunset, too.
Don't you just want to frame that? That's nice.
Hang it in your living room. That's a beautiful picture. Well, it used to be if you were featured on an episode of Cribs, that meant you had a very impressive house.
Well, a California grandfather might have been able to get on for a totally different reason. CNN's Jeannie Mose reports.
A loving grandpa goes to tuck in his granddaughter and ends up tucking himself in. No wonder Ramon Aranda is laughing as he looks at the now viral video, laughing at all of our questions.
So both of you were in the crib with your shoes on.
His then 2-year-old granddaughter, Lina, had been climbing out of the crib, so they lowered the mattress a little too low for Ramon, who proceeded to lose his balance and his phone. Watch it flashing like it's disco night at bingo, as someone commented. But Ramon just calmly adjusted his glasses, stood up and climbed out. He says even as he fell, he was careful not to land on her with his 165 pounds.
I just love my granddaughter to death, that's for sure, because that's the only one we have.
You almost loved her to death.
Once out of the crib, Ramon immediately gave Lina her bottle, and then as he was leaving, her mom Kelsey says
she kicked her feet up at the end to take her shoes off.
But Ramon was too rattled to remember to take off her shoes. He never actually told Lina's mom, who only found the mishap on video because she was helping Grandpa look for his phone.
I would have been embarrassed if somebody saw me.
Now millions have. Mom posted it on TikTok 1.5 years after it was shot. Even a lullaby. Rock-a-bye, baby. Wouldn't have made this a normal nap. And down will come Grandpa. Cradle and all. Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
Whoops.
That'll be a story for the rest of that baby's life.
I think so. And you can like hear him think like, oh no, oh gosh, oh no.
Yep. Well, when we come back, tonight is the finale of the CBS reality adventure series, The Amazing Race. We'll see how the deaf community is rooting for a father and son team on tonight's finale. That's when Live at 4 continues.
Welcome back to Buzzed Into Madison. We're here again at Orthopedic and Spine Centers of Wisconsin with Dr. Jason Sansoni, who is the president of the group. Now, what I want to focus on today is why these wonderful providers in this Madison area joined together, and really the focus of what you wanted to change as far as patient care goes.
Yeah, that's a great question. The reason we joined together and created this independent practice was for the purposes of improving patient care. One of the biggest things I think that patients struggle with is trying to navigate and access the healthcare system.
Completely.
It's very difficult, right? And so one of the things that I'm very proud of is that we offer same-day access. So patients can call. It's not, we'll call you back in 3 months. You can call, come in and see a surgeon the same day.
And it's not the only area you're really bucking the trend and really putting the patient's needs first. If people are not right here in the Madison vicinity, you have a solution for that.
That's right. Yeah, so we've really kind of branded ourselves as a regional group and want to make sure that we're going to communities where patients need us. And so we have locations in Beaver Dam, Columbus, Watertown, Edgerton, Platteville, and a few more coming online very soon, where we have clinic and can do surgery there as well. So you can see one of our specialists in any of those communities as well as right here in Madison.
And how convenient at the end of the year, the end of the calendar year, it's really the best time to call because you've already probably met your deductible.
Yeah, hopefully if you have met your deductible, it's a great time because we can get you in still before the end of the year and get surgery done so that you can actually cash in on some of those premium dollars you spent.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time and all of your insight. From Orthopedic and Spine Centers of Wisconsin, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
It's that time of year again, America. So let's light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event.
Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology, space, and flexibility for any season. Get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. And make the holidays bright with Ford. Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford SUV and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $3,500 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
And it's bumper to bumper here on 12 eastbound, 15 miles per hour. So if you have any travel on the Beltline eastbound, it's going to be a slow go. Swinging on to the south and to the east, things are going okay at 70 miles per hour, both northbound and southbound from Janesville, and heading up to the north and towards the west there, 66 miles per hour. That's a pretty good clip up there as you head up towards Wisconsin Dells. Forecast tonight, great driving weather.
All right, thanks, Alex. Well, it's down to the last three teams as the Amazing Race on CBS reaches its final destination tonight in Seattle.
In the season finale, the teams face challenges inspired by Seattle's art scene, including glass blowing, being in a grunge band, and trapeze flying. But one of the teams in the final three is inspiring people around the world.
It's a father and son duo from the California School for the Deaf. Rob MacArthur is deaf, and his son Corey is a CODA, a hearing child of deaf adults.
They've been using American Sign Language to navigate a 23,000-mile adventure around the world.
Well, joining us from Milwaukee is the president of the Wisconsin Association of the Deaf, Lisa Demon.
We also enlisted the help of 2 interpreters to sign this interview for Lisa. Here's our conversation.
So, Lisa, having this father-son duo on The Amazing Race, what does this do for visibility for the deaf community and the CODA community as well?
Yeah, so the deaf father, that is representing the community, and that's commendable. And the son as well is a CODA, child of a deaf adult. So the father themselves is deaf, and the son is a hearing child of a deaf father. And so, yeah, they're in the race, and that teaches.
I think it's really interesting to see like how that represents deaf culture and how that interacts between a CODA and a deaf parent.
Right, because so many families, that's the makeup of them, and we're starting to get to know what that's like. First we had that movie CODA, and now we're getting to see this representation. So this can be huge for people to know that they're not alone.
Yes. There's all of the hearing. There's the hearing people. There are the deaf parents with hearing children. There are hearing parents with deaf children. The whole range, entire families. Sometimes families are completely deaf. Sometimes there's 2 deaf people, and then, the rest are hearing. It's a mixture. It varies.
What are some of the challenges that deaf people face when they're traveling? It's not more difficult to go into a different culture and always be able to rely that someone will know American Sign Language?
Most countries will have their first language, like, for example, Spanish, and then they'll have the second language as English.
And that would make it easier for, people who are traveling from America to the other countries being able to pick that up, because English being provided as a second language, where it's also a second language here, makes that a little bit more accessible for American people who are deaf.
And do you think that having the father-son duo on the show, when they're with customer service people at a car rental place or airline providers, when they have those interpreters there, is it showing how far we've come to make sure we are inclusive to the deaf community, or is there still some work to be done?
That depends on the location. Some areas are going to be easier than others, and you're still seeing that in some areas there's many challenges and there's still struggles there. You know, some deaf people, you know, are okay with writing on pen and paper, while others don't want to do that. They'd rather find somebody who might know a little bit of sign language to kind of help with that. You know, there might be some people who just know a little bit, you know, unlike interpreters who are fully trained for that and, you know, can just do that readily and easily. And some locations in some areas, you know, might be more cooperative than others. And in the places where it isn't, it's a real struggle and a fight for deaf people to have access. It's not perfect, no, by any stretch.
We don't know if they're going to win. If they win, they'll win $1 million. But how would that inspire you personally? And what do you think this kind of representation on a national scale will mean for people's understanding of the deaf community?
I think it would be inspiring to everyone, especially the deaf community. You know, for example, yeah, when you saw, you know, Dancing with the Stars and now the Marco winning that, you know, and it was a big deal. So we're hoping for a similar result tonight.
Lisa, are you a big fan of the show?
Yes. The deaf community has been enjoying it as well, just to let you know.
There's been a resurgence in people's interest in learning sign language. I would think this would go a long way toward that.
Yes. You know, I myself, I'm a teacher here at, you know, and I do see that there's a lot more motivation. You see it, you know, an uptick in that for people who are learning ASL as, you know, and want to improve on that, you know, and ASL is a recognized language here. So it's good to see that. And, yeah, but, you know, on the overall, deaf people are definitely more motivated.
And the last thing I can think of is it just nice having in television, in a mainstream television show, showing people of all different abilities working together, because that's what life is like.
Yes. You know, and that's pretty normal for deaf and hearing people when they're together and interact that way, you know.
Well, enjoy the finale tonight, and thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Great to speak with you today.
Thank you.
It is so inspiring. I mean, if you don't watch the show, they travel all over the world, in and out of airports. It's hard for hearing people to navigate that. So it's incredible that they're in the final three.
Those challenges are pretty tough for everyone.
We have our fingers crossed. The 90-minute season finale of The Amazing Race airs tonight at 8:30 right here on CBS.
Ooh, can't wait.
We'll be right back.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year sale on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
My name's Paul, and I'm always happy to help you try to find that right garage door for your house.
We had an idea of what we wanted, but when you actually see it, we are just so excited. We love them.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Your heart is the beat of life. If you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto, a medicine specifically designed for heart failure. Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, you can keep on doing what you love. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure. And trust your heart to Entresto.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized New Year sale on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted furniture that's right for you.
Happy New Year!
New at 5, bringing back nostalgia. How to recreate the Christmas dinner from the classic movie Home Alone for under $20. Plus, Will Keneally is live at the second UW Board of Regents vote on a controversial funding deal. That's coming up next.
Friday on the next Wisconsin Huddle, we switch from women's hockey to men's basketball. Sophomore sensation Connor Sejan is in the house. Plus, witness a showdown with me and four-time Big Ten volleyball champ Lauren Barr. Join me Friday night starting at 6:30.
And a great night for meteor shower viewing. Impressive timing, 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. with clear skies, temperatures right around 30 degrees. Look at this 10-day forecast. You'd think we're in March. Nope, this is December here, folks. 40s by day, not very stormy. 30s by night as we head out towards the Christmas time frame. Watching the weather system, but that one looks like it may bring more in the chance of the rain department as it looks like right now, folks. So we'll be keeping an eye on that.
Donate blood at Stoughton Health's upcoming blood drive on December 15th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will be hosted at our Community Health and Wellness Center. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Donate blood at Stoughton Health's upcoming blood drive on December 15th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will be hosted at our Community Health and Wellness Center. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org.
Today in our final touch, a Janesville home has gone all out for the holidays.
You betcha. The homeowners are using the Christmas spirit to also give back. They start decorating around Halloween every year. That's why I was thinking of Halloween. To gear up for the season, each of the trees is freshly decorated around the Victorian home, which was built back in the 1800s. During the holidays, the couple opens their home to the public to raise money for a local nonprofit. Friends of Noah is a foster-based Wisconsin dog and cat rescue organization, and visitors are asked to donate to the cause. They do a good.
We usually get through about 600 or 700 people in a season. They can donate anything that they have, either money or cash, or we take physical donations as well.
The Janesville home is open 3 more weekends before the couple takes all of the decorations down for the season. Wonder how long that takes.
I love it. I love
So
it, love
pretty.
it. Thanks for your help today, Brady,
thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching, everybody. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.